This is Talking with Burritos, the side dish to your entertainment main course. And this episode is all about alien existence. Or the existence of aliens. Oh, that's a good one.
I want to believe.
Greetings, Earthling. I am an extraterrestrial being from the planet.
You may not realize it, but right now I am having sex with your ear, and I know you like it because you are smiling.
Burritos. We're talking with burritos. Burritos. We're talking with burritos. Burritos.
I am JJ Wayne Graham, sitting here in the laundry room with
Christopher the Ruble.
And now for the movie dish of the week. We agreed upon Contact, right?
Yeah, Contact.
Talking about Contact. You remember that one. See,
I love Contact.
I was just watching that movie too. Well, okay. So, what do you love about Contact?
Fucking Jodi Foster.
Right.
She's so fucking good in this movie. Like, where to begin with Jodi Foster in this one? I remember watching this when it on TBS. It was back way when it got released. I watched it as God, when did that come out? 98?
97 though.
97.
You're close, yeah.
So I would have been if it was on TBS at the time, I probably would have been 8 or 9.
Yeah.
And I just remember being awe-inspired by all the satellites and shit. Just her, just the settings too of fucking. I can't. Where's it take place again? I cannot remember. Is it New Mexico?
I think it has to be New Mexico.
New Mexico?
Yeah. Yes, it was New Mexico.
I just remember her with her computer, that image stayed in my mind forever.
Yeah.
Of her at the satellite with her computer.
Was it just the one satellite or the field of satellites?
Field of satellites.
Yeah. And she was just sitting outside. Yeah.
That's just the one thing that I remember as a little kid, always remember, and actually remember having a dream of seeing the field of satellites.
Yeah.
Because of this movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, nothing happened in the dream. I just remember there was a field of satellites.
Field of satellites.
It's like fucking Transformers 2, you know? It was just there.
Uh-huh. Just the
the Davis Monthan.
Yeah, they went to Davis Monthan.
And there were mountains.
That was it the graveyard?
Yeah, the graveyard.
Yeah.
Scene.
I remember watching this movie, yes. But then I was just because I'll tell you, I had a crush. I've had a crush on her from I think Silence of the Lambs. There's something about her. I don't know what it is, but I love me some Jodi Foster. Even now, I don't care if she's a lesbian. I still love her.
Is she a lesbian?
Oh yeah,
I didn't know that.
Oh, straight up, son.
No.
Yeah, but
I don't really follow the lives of Jodi Foster.
Yeah, but and plus she, just because she's just a great actress, and it really shows in this role because she was just so what she was able to do with it was show her passion, show this character's passion for this project, her lifelong dream of discovering an existence of something else, and they were able to write it so eloquently so that she could really that she was able to really convey her feelings in such a way to maybe sway others to believe in the same thing, which was really hard because there was a lot of naysayers right up until it's just that naivete of it all. You don't want to say because she's very educated, but yet it just seemed like something childish about this desire to
it's this belief
find
of
out
something it's not commonly welcomed. This is belief of alien contact.
That there's something out there, other than, she said it a few times, believes that there's something out there other than yourself, other than us. And her father said something. He said this quote. Oh man. He said, if it's just in the context, because she was asking him, are we the only ones out here? And he was like, if it is just us, then it seems like just a wasted space.
Mm-hmm.
It's just basically, if this is just us in this universe here existing in existence, then all that stuff, what is it? Why is it there?
Yeah.
It's just, you got all these planets and stuff. Have you No, for some odd reason, I've found myself very just intrigued just by the night sky nowadays. I go out there and I look at that moon. I'm just mesmerized by it. Because it's just so...
Did you see the moon on, was it... I want to say it was Friday night. It was like big and red, or maybe it was Saturday night.
I think maybe, but I'm not sure.
One of these past nights, and it was just like huge in the sky.
Was it like out to the west?
It was towards the east.
Towards the east?
Yeah.
Out in that way? Because normally when you coming home or to go in a certain direction at night or in the morning, you see it and it's just sitting right there. Like it's sitting on a mountain or something. And it's just so huge. Just like, what? But it's so mesmerizing. For some reason, I keep looking at that thing and it just makes me question our existence, man. It really does. It's like, what? How is this possible? I've had this, like seriously, every day I walk out and I was looking at the sun, at the moon when I got out this morning. I was just looking at it. It's like, what? Like, cause right next to it is like this bright star. Cause I know they said, there was something, the planets were going to be aligned a certain way, to the point where it's going to be visible to, or like if you had a telescope or something, but I don't know what it was, what actual like event it was, but yet this star was just sitting right,
the world,
or this planet, or this star, or whatever it was, huh?
Haven't seen all the movies where the planets aligned and the world like is gonna end?
Freaking just like cause everything to just like what natural disaster movies when you start doing that.
Wasn't there
messes up the Earth's gravitational pull?
Like all the lines like get aligned or whatever.
Yeah,
and then,
what was that? I know what you're talking about too, because it's a graphic that right there.
Yeah. God damn it, what was that? I was about to say Independence Day. That's not right.
No, it's not Independence Day.
It's definitely not Independence Day.
Something else.
It's like something stupid like that, though. It's one of those dumb movies.
But, and so yeah, if you guys don't know context is like just portrays this young woman who grew up like just really just amazed by the stars and space. And so she grows up to be what do you call those? Something engineer, space engineer, I would say, or an astrophysicist.
Yeah, I think she was an astrophysicist.
Yeah, and so, but she's, oh my goodness, she just. If you want to see some great just dialogue from her and performances by her, and then they have Matthew McConaughey. I don't kind of like he just always bring that little surfer, that little surfer vibe. Yeah,
it's not the best McConaughey,
but she was like she was working against everything because no one wanted to believe her until they heard the signal.
Yeah,
and that was the contact basically, and then. Well, did we do spoilers? No.
It's from 97.
Yeah. How it like just gradually goes along, how they just start uncovering these certain things, the cryptic messages, whereas the first message was like Hitler, right? Yeah. They see this, it was like a radio transponder, like it's a mathematical equation that they were able to play over and find the sequence, and so that sequence was a sequence of numbers formed this image that they were able to like visualize or construct via computer programs and such. And so they were able to make out this image. It's just like it was a Hitler introducing the
1939 Olympics.
I think so.
Yeah.
And so, but then underneath that, they were able to find like other like coding being layered upon each other because they were actually giving them giving us the equation or how to figure out the language and what they were trying to say or to decrypt or
give us a Rosetta Stone.
Yeah, their encrypted messages and stuff. So because it wasn't just that, because it was kind of like a bounce back signal. We bounced it to them and they got that and they bounced it back to us. That's why they're on the Pentagon and everyone, and SETI was just the organizations, the official government organizations start flipping out at that moment and just like trying to cover it up because they didn't want that to be the message like that they had to come reveal to the population like we spoke with aliens and basically Hitler. Yeah, basically they just sent us a dick pic. We can't be showing this on TV
because they gave us history's biggest dick.
Yeah, he's more than that. That motherfucker was a tyrant. son of a bitch.
Jesse Owens. Sorry, I just watched another trailer for Race.
Race? Oh, yeah.
Because I was watching Comedy Central and that came up of all things.
Really?
Of all like teasers. That and Hail Caesar.
Oh, Hail Caesar, yeah. I don't know about that one. But
I'll give it his chance.
oh yeah, it's the Coen brothers,
Exactly.
I have to. But yeah, that was just, it was a good film. If you guys want anything with like aliens, and if you just like intrigued about how, maybe we would investigate something like this happening. What is the process that occurs in order to, basically prove that there is something. But then there was a lot of conspiracy behind it where they didn't want to.
Mm-hmm.
They kept trying to silence her for the most part. They didn't want a lot of that stuff to get out, which I didn't really understand why.
That's what the government
because
does.
they weren't like,
that's just government.
They weren't
in
hostile,
movies.
but which like towards the end, like they didn't want to tell her the truth. She comes out of this dream, which I did not like. That was the one part of the movie. I think it was
the dream.
It was so solid until that point, until her actual interaction with alien interaction. They could have done without that. That movie was so solid. Oh my honestly. Goodness,
it just
right?
Felt way off.
What was it? Was it just like the way they portrayed it? These like the colors were so saturated, and it was so bright, but not in a good way, in a cheap way.
It almost felt like it was from a different movie.
Yeah, no,
it
definitely.
Felt like it was from like a B movie versus this,
Yeah, because they built that space machine.
Yeah.
That was a rocket ship. It was like a rocket ship. It was like a space center.
It's like a probe.
Yeah, like a center or something like that. They were going to sit up there so that they could, possibly interact with them.
Yeah.
And so, did you think was that one guy, the terrorist guy who blew up the first one, was he supposed to be an alien?
I don't think so.
No.
You think?
Because I thought they were trying to maybe hint at it because he just looked crazy, basically.
Yeah.
And it looked like he was maybe someone who was planted on Earth to...
I thought he was just a conspiracy guy.
Yeah, he's like... But in the end, yes, that's all he was.
Yeah.
But, in my opinion, I'm like, that dude's an alien. No.
This is just a guy in a trench coat,
yeah, because
kids,
The thing is, until that end scene, everything was real.
Yeah.
Realistically portrayed. They didn't really try to go metaphysical or anything like that with it. Ooh, alien, ET phone home or X-Filesy. No, it was all just procedural.
Very simple.
Yeah.
This was not, like almost like Close Encounters,
Yeah.
Minus, the aliens at the end.
It was, man. Like I didn't, because I remember, because once I saw they got to the end part and that dream sequence, that's when I remember in the theater that just turned me off. I was like, what the hell is this? Jodi Foster can't even save this scene. It just really annoyed the hell out of me. Because seriously, people, it looked like it was like kind of fake 3D, but it wasn't. They just tried to make it like it was.
I don't know what
they did so much. They did so good on the rocket ship and everything. Those graphics were awesome.
That's where their money went.
Yeah.
The rocket ship.
They could have totally just went with the black screen and a light.
Yeah.
And there's a little person over there, or she's walking towards it or something. A black curtain
with a bunch of holes in it.
Yeah.
And then flash a light, like a disco ball.
Yeah, something.
Strobing light.
That would have been better. It would have been a practical effect.
Yeah.
But effective, or just a beam.
Yeah.
A beam of light coming through. So I recommend that movie, people. Go check that out for you. Like
once the ending comes out, just turn it off.
Yeah. No, once you get to the second ship, fast forward to when she wakes up. Like try to do maybe we could get the code in code on it and we could
There's
actually place it for
that,
you. Yeah,
it's like
jump ahead here.
From here
at this,
or
at
it's
this
probably
point,
a chapter on a DVD. You could
I bet you. Yeah, I bet you it's probably just a chapter. Probably like chapter 24.
Yeah, I was about to say 21 or something.
Go to the end because they put her on trial to try to debunk.
Yeah.
Her findings in her report because she went verbatim. She told him like, this is what happened to me. Yeah. But it turns out when they said, oh, you were only under like a couple hours, like what? Like an hour or so, 15 minutes or something,
like really
a short amount of time. But then, you know, the Secretary of Defense, Angela Bassett, she's sitting there talking to this NASA head guy or whatever, and like she's like going through the confidential file and asking him like, oh, I see, it's funny that you guys reported that she was in here for this time, but she was actually gone. Like it was actually recording. Mm-hmm. They saw it, but it was actually recording for like 18 hours, you know? So she was like gone like a huge, almost a day, but yet they covered it up. But why did they want to silence her on that? I don't get it.
It's the government. That's just how they make these government officials in these movies. They don't really have a plan or reason. It's just got to keep it secret.
Okay, I get the movie, but how about in practically and realistically? Like, why would we try to cover
maybe just a whole moral panic of anything, you know, maybe. Us not being the
because
only
there was
thing
a whole hoopla behind it all. You know, it's like what end of the world type thing. There were reports that they were afraid that people would start committing suicide because it's like the end of the world. So let's start like offing one another, drinking Kool-Aid, like, you know, those people try to do that stuff. Idiots. Okay.
Hey man, they are sponsored by Nike.
I hope not. That was just ridiculous.
Did you remember they were all wearing like Nike shoes and shit? Like
that's just so sad. It's so messed up. But
they rode that comet straight to hell.
See, and so like the introduction of like McConaughey's character, it was sort of like how in Interstellar. He was in 2 space movies.
I was going to say, yeah, you just referenced another Matthew
how he was in Interstellar and how they had the science, right?
Yeah.
But then they threw in the love part. You know how I was all hung up on the love part with that. Yeah. And how they do, but then in this one they threw in, okay, you had the alien existence, you know, her finding it, but then they threw in McConaughey's character before that, but he was like a reverend or a priest or something, right? Mm-hmm. And so he was basically God. You know, he believed in God,
a greater being,
a greater being, a creator of sorts. And so they had this character in there. It had to be strategically because you had to have both sides. You had to have like the theoretical one based in theology, and what happened?
Did you hear that?
Is that alien?
I think it is alien. Yeah.
It's like a little small, like a little low voice. Crackle, like a noise, voice, like a white noise in the back, like.
Oh shit!
I hear that.
It's a.
These freaking mics are too damn. It's
Frank the alien.
It's the condenser mics, man. These damn things pick up everything. You need dynamic.
It's Frank the
people.
Pug from fucking Men in Black right here.
Hey everybody, I'm Frank the Pug.
Frank the Pug.
Yeah,
I hear that though.
I hear that, yeah.
But yeah, they had to do that theological approach because he had to be the anti. He had to be the antagonist, sort of, but not really. He was the antagonist / love interest because did you see how they did that? Where it was a love story. She was all scientific and he was all just theoretical and creationist. And then, but yet they could never. They were always like this. But they could never be together. But because they were always like kind of like magnets, they would try to be together, but yet a force would keep them apart.
It's like the opposites attract, but then they pull the north together.
Yeah. But they didn't want to like actually come out and say it or have that. Oh God, this, God, that, or anything like that. They had to introduce it within a love story. Which was kind of cool because you think about how sometimes shit just doesn't work. You guys are going up against one another. You got button heads because you might think this person is like the best thing for you. And maybe that person is because they mended well. Mm-hmm. But once he showed up at that party and he said those things, and it's just like you could see the look on her face. She was just like she was smiling at first because he was speaking all this and this jargon, and fighting with one of her like superiors or whatever, arguing with him. But then she just like totally despondent. Just shuts down. Oh, okay. So yeah, check out that movie. It's pretty good. contact, for alien existence. But yet, I wanted to ask you because I was watching another movie. I got too much time on my hands. I was just playing it. Though I want to know if you watched The Fourth Kind.
I didn't get the chance.
Oh, you never watched The Fourth Kind?
That was
Fourth
what,
Kind?
a 2011 film, right?
Yes.
It was a horror film.
Kind of horror.
It was a found footage, right?
Yeah, Milla Jojovich.
Yeah, I remember
Played
it.
Abigail Tyler.
And it took place in Alaska, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember this movie so fucking well.
Because you were because you mentioned Alaskans.
Yeah,
and how they keep getting abducted.
Out by fucking. There's another Alaskan one.
What was it? Was it
shit. Fuck it. It's the one with Christopher Walken, or is that a different one? Because I remember there's one with Fire in the Sky. That's
Fire in the Sky. There you go. Oh, that was
creepy.
Creepy.
Yeah,
that was the one before this.
If
one,
you want to
Fourth
fucking not go to sleep at night, watch fucking oh my god, Fire in the Sky. That movie is fucking creepy as all hell. Yeah, it's unsettling. It's kind of like it's almost like that, the paragon of aliens being freaky, like Exorcist is with demons,
Yes, yeah.
It's one of those movies you just,
Damn, I wish I would have known that before I would have watched that one. Because the thing with the
should have watched that instead of Fourth Kind.
Yes, exactly. Because the thing with the Fourth
I've heard
Kind
nothing
is
good about Fourth Kind.
No, because they had this awesome idea.
Wait. Do you get to see her tits?
No,
because she is almost always naked in the fucking.
Jojovich is always naked.
Right.
I ain't complaining about that. Jojovich.
Her pointy glass breaking nipples.
I love you, gal. But the thing is about this movie, they tried to be clever with it, with taking the found footage and intertwining it
with the
layering it and interjecting or arranging it with into the construct of a mainstream movie look.
Yeah, and
so there's a lot of panels. And so they take a scene and they'll show you the other scene that they're mimicking. Mm-hmm. It takes you away from it. It totally takes you away. Whereas they could have just made a pretty neat
found footage.
Just horror movie with Milla Jojovich and just depicting these characters and say the other stuff for like a documentary on the DVD because they just had in it. You would see her the real Abigail Tyler and then. You would see Milla Jojovich, and they would do a split screen. I'm like, whatever. But then they did show the one scene where they had this one scene where one of her patients, because Abigail Tyler is a psychiatrist, and just a little bit of history. Her husband was mysteriously killed somehow, but she kept having these visions of like she was asleep with him, and her vision is. With this bright glowing light, and then he was just being stabbed to death next to her. So that's just her vision that she has that constantly. And they have this owl. They always have the owl because they're all related. Mm-hmm. The visions by this owl. So there's you see owl eyes. But if you look at this owl, he has like the facial structure of like an alien, an alien being.
There's been a lot of those stories of like owls. Yeah. Owls are like the ones that they are actually saying not actually aliens. Like the great horned owl is a lot.
Yes.
Because there's like this one. I want to say it was in Missouri. It's like one of those really big cases. I think it was like the Green Men or something, where like these like bunch of drunks thought they saw aliens and they were attacking and they shot at them and shit. But like they can, and they tried hunting them down, but they couldn't find them.
They didn't phase them.
Yeah.
It's okay. You can't get me.
And like they thought, like when they did shoot him, like the bullets would ricochet off them.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, they reported that.
Yeah.
Okay, they were drunk.
They were drunk. They were really drunk.
He's like, he did some kind of mojo.
I bring you peace.
But yet there was a scene in this movie that was kind of trippy because they put the found footage with that actual incident. Mm-hmm. Is whereas that patient, he had a vision in one of her sessions because she puts him under under hypnotism. So they're hypnotized, and so they go into this other place because they try to bring up those memories, those visions that they see, because it's possible abductions here where they were abducted, and so they're trying to get them to remember who they saw, what they saw, and this one guy has a vision, and so he just totally trips out. And he goes home that evening. Next thing you know, they're rushing her. The cops come and get her and try to rush her to this location, this guy's house. And they had the found footage where he's trapped in the house, his window right there. You know, he's in there with his wife and like 2 kids, and he has a gun, and he's like, so you guys, he wants to stop everyone from seeing him. You guys don't. I want you. You guys can't see him. He wants to end divisions, and so. But the kids and stuff, they weren't doing it. It was all him, and so he was just all tripping out. And so, with that intercutting those two, or mosaic, like arranging them like that, and like going back and forth, that had just added really to the suspense of that scene. Mm-hmm. And so then, because he ends up killing his family and then himself, it's like what? And she was there, and so this lady was all messed up by the end of this film. She was just so it had possibilities. It had, it could have been better
to be better, honestly.
But I think they got all wrapped up too much in trying to be creative rather than just tell the story. Because if they would have just told the story, it would have worked better all around as a film.
Yeah.
And then or if you wanted to really just showcase that stuff, do it as a documentary. But the thing is, because you have the interviews, they had all of that stuff.
A fall interview style movie.
Yeah, but the thing is with them too, and the Universal, there's the whole marketing people behind this. They tried to make it into one of these viral sensations, because you got to think we were not off the heels of like a Blair Witch or something, but we were close to that.
It's off this whole it was the Paranormal Activities at that point.
No, not before that movie. I don't think.
No, what?
Paranormal came many years after that.
Yeah, I know, but like that's what made it famous again. The found footage.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Paranormal.
Yeah,
they were trying to do the paranormal because like after Paranormal Activities, that's what had like all those things. All those movies. Like coming out and being like found footage.
Yeah.
Because like before then, I don't remember there being too many found footage movies after Blair Witch.
Just. There was a couple people who tried it, but they didn't do it successfully.
Yeah.
And somebody tell me why Blair Witch came back as like a major Hollywood studio film with all like special effects.
Blair Witch 2?
All this crap.
I love that movie. It's so ridiculous.
Bad. It's so
bad, but so good.
Oh my goodness.
Holy shit.
How did that happen?
It was so
You had the recipe. And then they just
made a stupid fucking movie, but it's so entertainingly bad.
Really?
Like
I haven't once I saw it once, I'm like, okay,
it's so bad it's good.
I
honestly think it's one of the best so bad it's good sequels. Like you gotta watch that shit.
Oh my goodness.
So good.
Yeah, if you haven't, watch it, because this is just damn near.
So
watch the first one and then watch the second one.
It breaks your interpretation. It makes you think the first one's not scary anymore.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Like it ruins everything about the first one. But it makes for a really good, incidentally funny movie, I think.
It's horrible.
So, have you ever seen the movie Communion with Christopher Walken?
Communion, no.
That's the one where he gets abducted by aliens. Like, they go on a camping trip.
Yeah.
That's one I've been wanting to see, but, like, I was wondering... I've heard, like, a lot of about it. Because, like, it kind of came in, like, after The Fire in the Sky kind of thing. And, like, they were like, it's not as good as that one.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I think you get to see Christopher Walken's wiener.
And why is that?
Because it's Christopher
Why is that a
Walken's
selling point?
That's a good selling point. In Dirty Grandpa, you get to see Robert De Niro's wiener.
Oh,
it's pretty funny. Because he's sleeping in the same bed as Zac Efron, and he takes off his underwear. He's like, "Oh God, why are you getting naked?" He's like, "It's healthier, it's good for you, And then like you hear some rustling in the bed. Zac Efron like turns around, and then like the dick is right in his face, and he's like, "God damn it!"
Yeah.
De Niro fucking steals that movie.
So you liked it?
It's an awful. It's not good in any way aspect, but fucking enjoyable. Robert De Niro is really fucking funny.
Oh, okay.
Like holy shit, is he fucking funny?
Oh, okay. Well,
like he's just calling Zac Efron like a fucking cocksucking piece of shit and stuff, and I'm like, I like this. De Niro's.
It's just
literally dirty.
Just a dirty grandpa. Well,
dirty grandpa.
That's why he has the name. Okay, well, but yeah. Oh, the another thing about this, like, about them trying to make it into they like put out these fake news articles and stuff, because I don't know if you remember.
I remember that.
Yeah, it was like they just tried to get it to pick up
Fourth Kind,
so they could sell it.
It just didn't either. It bombed,
it just
it?
so they what they think the town sued them and stuff because of like just bad publicity or so. But yeah, it was just they just messed up. Like they really just took that one. They had a good concept, I think. But yeah, that movie was doomed to the end. So instead of, I would say for the movie dish of the week, I would say Contact. Yeah, and then go to a movie that we haven't seen. I haven't seen. Go watch Fire in the Sky. So if I have the time, I'll go on iTunes, rent that one. Maybe tonight if I have, but I think I might want to watch that one.
You'll be like, oh, I'm scared.
No, but dude, okay, I'm about to tangent. I'm gonna put in like sounds for that.
Tangent time.
Yeah.
This is the tangent. Welcome to the tangent.
No, do it again.
Tangent. Welcome back.
Okay, cool. I wanted a clean recording just in case we can put some like sound behind it or something. Yeah. But dude, I was listening to the Sleepy Cast.
Yeah.
They were freaking. Did you listen to the one where they were talking about sleep paralysis?
Yeah. Wait, the newest one or
no? It was like a while back, it was like a week ago.
Yeah.
It's like this one, and then a week ago. It's like so. I think 8th.
I think I listened to it, but like it's been a little bit.
That shit scared the hell of me. They have some damn stories, and I was getting freaked out. I was like, oh, now I'm here all by myself. Like, what the hell? But because I was just like, oh, I saw this because they were talking about the documentary that I told you guys to watch and stuff, and I was just all freaking messed up. Yeah, it would freak me out, man.
I remember. Yeah, I listened to that one.
Yeah,
I remember you.
They had some bad ones, man. Yeah. They had some, like these dudes actually suffered from it. They explained it. Like that one of the guys was saying that he had the dream. Mm-hmm. And then he was talking to his sister, Hatman, right? Yeah, yeah. And he said his sister,
Oni,
had the same dream that night. I'm like,
yeah,
because on the movie, the dude was laying he was like sleeping next to 2 girls, which is kind of odd. He wasn't doing anything with them, but yeah, he was in bed with like 2 girls, and he had the dream, and then the young lady next to him, one of the young ladies, had the dream too, was having the same nightmare as well. I'm like, fuck. I was having a moment there. I was like, I used to get to like goosebumps. I'm like, with these dudes talking about that, and then they got all funny again. Yeah. And they went on, I'm like, okay, because I was like, oh man, this is messed up. I don't want to go sleep.
You don't want to have the Hat Man in your dream?
Fuck the Hat Man.
Hat Man's cool.
No fucking man.
He just wears a hat. And he says, "M'lady."
He's all messed up though.
What if this is what the Hat Man looked like?
That's just creepy, bro. I saw that movie. No, I saw the Hat Man in that flick.
This is what he really looks like. They're all lying. Come on. There we go. That's what he actually should look like.
You're stupid.
And it says, "M'lady." You saw Freaks and Geeks, right?
I have not watched. I need to watch that season. Wasn't it one season,
There's
right?
only one season. Yeah.
I heard it's like that's one of the bingiest things to binge on Netflix. They said that's up there like number 3 or something. Just that one season of it. I've been wanting to. It's on my list of things to do, but it's
one of the few things from high school that I actually like watched and still like a lot.
And still like, yeah. I always wanted to, but you know how that goes, Brahim.
Yeah.
So now, okay, you guys want to go to
The X-Files.
Did you watch that new episode?
No, not yet. I just barely got home today. I'm going to go on to Hulu when I'm doing my laundry, though, and watch it.
Yeah, I need to watch that one, too. I wanted to check it out, so maybe we can talk about it.
Yeah.
It's part of the alien thing. Hell.
Right?
So now we're going to go
to... episode, Sasquatch.
Yeah. Sasquatch.
God damn it.
So now we're going to go to the existence of aliens, I gave Chris some articles to read.
I like them all.
I know, they're pretty good, right?
I really like the aliens one also, but we'll get there.
We're going to get there, yeah. Me too, right?
That was a really cool one.
That was a good one. Never thought about that, right? I didn't know it was this whole debate thing going. I'm like, where have I been? So I just want to go to the existence of aliens. What do you think? Yeah.
I mean, if they exist, they might be in like the primordial ooze stage, if anywhere,
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking. If we do find any life, it's going to be primordial age. And like reading through these, it really does open your eyes a little bit of like how planets do change constantly. It made me think back of like how Earth has always been constantly changing. And, there was no life for, how long? Like,
No,
for how long?
exactly,
Nothing,
right?
Nothing at all lives
Who's
here.
to say? And like, yeah, so it's like, who's to say that those planets, those barren planets now, just aren't in that kind of recoveries, that changing
like
stage?
That,
Yeah,
it's
because they
like,
said they said Mars
froze.
has evidence that there was once water.
Yeah,
same as the one ice planet,
Pluto or
Venus or something. I think it's
you mean
Venus.
Venus, those aren't ice planets. Those are fucking burning hot.
One
Venus
of them.
And
Mercury? No, it wasn't Mercury. One of those planets, like it, because it's the total opposite of Mars. It's like it's an ice planet, but they don't know what's underneath the ice because you can't go through. But it could be water. That's what they're thinking. So I'm thinking, I like what's his name quote. For some odd reason, I like to give up like it's just too freaking big for there not to be something out there.
Yeah,
and
that's the quote for this episode.
Yeah, seriously, that's it. That's why I wrote it down, because it was so poignant when he's talking to his kids. I'm like, that's something that you tell a kid to keep, because that seems to like have fueled her desire to learn more. That and his death, because she was just so curious, she just could not let it go. And like, there has to be something else. There has to be something else.
Another quote I really like, I can't remember. I want to say it's Neil deGrasse Tyson who said it, but probably one of the scariest things to think about is if we are alone in the universe or if there is actual life in the universe. They're both scary ideas.
Yeah, true. Because you don't know what it is.
Exactly.
Is it
Predator?
A threat? Yes. And or a support system.
Predator's in my bed.
You got a predator?
Yeah, Sam.
Oh.
She wears a retainer, so she makes clicking noises.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, fucking predators in here, man.
You just looking around. You got little laser beams around.
Yeah.
That just comes from like some kind of little light.
The
that
little
you
three
have.
dots in
it. Yeah. You just see it on your forehead. Like, what the hell? You try to wipe it off.
Oh, good, it wiped off. Moved to the forehead.
This is just that Slender Man or whatever, that Hat Man. I was just standing over you. Standing over you. But it's the Predator with the hat.
Yeah.
And he's just like dipping the day to your side. It's just like, what the hell, Predator?
No. What's it called? No. It goes... But like in subtitles and voiced by an Irishman. Top of the morning to ya, in like Conan O'Brien's voice. you
just turn off like, I really need to stop drinking at night.
I gotta stop drinking steak sauce, man.
You just turn over and go back to sleep.
Predator, get out of here!
He's still standing over you.
No, we're not going drinking tonight.
Just subtitles.
Tomorrow we can go to Joe's Crab Shack, okay?
He turns around, all despondent, defeated. It's like, okay. Shrugs his shoulders and just saunters away.
Go play some fucking Xbox, dude.
Into the darkness.
It's there for a reason. Go play some Sonic Racing. We enjoyed that. Go play the single player.
Oh, crap.
Fucking Preddy.
Preddy, that's his nickname. Preddy and me. It's like freaking my Teddy Rumpkins. Teddy Rumpkins.
You mean the tape there?
Pretty. It's Pretty Rumpkins.
No, Pretty Roughtskin.
So stupid.
You need some lotion.
That'd be so cute though. You were just like Freddy sitting on the couch playing video games. He's eating Cheez-Its. What's the reason? He's eating Cheez-Its. He's just like,
stop eating my bugles, dude. Fucking asshole. I bought those bugles for me. Go eat your own Funyuns, man.
But also like, okay, so you had the one that's like, how far should we go to investigate alien life?
That's a hard question, because like how long it would take us to get to an actual planet that may have life, and we don't even know if it's like actually in like a cycle of the planet changing, because planets change constantly, over millions of years and shit, and whatever, but like I don't think it's worth looking for,
No.
I don't think it's worth.
So the $100 million that this guy is trying
that Russian dude, right?
Yes, he's Yuri Milner.
Yeah,
$100 million. He is dedicating.
I like that name.
He is dedicating to build a facility I don't think they're. I think they're just investigating. They're not really sending anything out there.
Yeah,
they're basically. It's going to be at the SETI Center. The center. Wait, the search. The one in contact. Intelligence. Yes, that's
okay.
SETI.
That's
so that's in contact. That's what she worked for.
Yeah.
But so they're building this center out there in California so that they can. He's basically paying for all the equipment and all of this so that they can investigate, and so they can basically do what she was doing in Contact. They're basically mimicking this movie, because I'm about to get to another article that I did not forward to you, but I should have because it was part of a podcast I was listening to. That this guy, that's why there's a fervor right now, people going on about alien existence, and people are in a fervor about it like they were like years ago, like early 80s, late 70s, when they had occurrences, or when freaking Roswell was back intriguing, 1940s, so we had that $1 Million Tycoon guy, and I was thinking Jurassic Aliens, because what that dude, like, just a millionaire, it's like, how can we get his money? And we would have to have alien DNA. Don't we have technically, quote unquote, aliens species? Do you believe that we do have alien species? Shut up. That's your freaking
Canadians.
That's your freaking brethren, man.
Canadians.
But do you think that they have evidence of aliens, like the bodies, the weird little cryptic pictures that
I've
show?
seen like those cryptic pictures, those low res, like 10 whatever.
He's on a slab.
Yeah,
and like investigating.
Have you seen that? I'm getting into sleepy guess, but did you ever look at that one picture of Hitler shaking hands with the alien? No. It's really funny looking.
Oh yeah,
yeah. That's our proof that aliens exist.
See, and it goes into context with Contact.
Exactly.
They send all this in. Okay, so that is going to segue into this Slate podcast article. Okay, by Phil Platt. And so his thing is, I was listening to this. They were talking about, do aliens exist? So now they have this freaky
proof.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
So they're trying to say
the alien's looking up, and the alien's like, "I'm watching you."
Yeah, I'm like, I know you don't like. Oh, that's messed up. I ain't gonna joke about that anymore because I was.
It looks like he's about to laugh, Hitler. That's why the aliens
Hitler picture. I'll put that in the show notes so that everyone else can see it.
I love that picture.
That'd be the podcast episode.
Yeah, put the top hat on Hitler or the alien or the trilby.
Damn it, mine. That's your side. Trilby. Put it on the alien.
Yeah, put it on the
alien. he's the Hat Man.
Yeah,
the Shadow Hat Man.
Yeah, there we go. The aliens are just a Hat Man.
Yeah, maybe it's the aliens doing this shit to us. Because think about it, paralysis.
Yeah,
think about people when they get abducted,
they're paralyzed.
They're paralyzed.
Exactly.
There's a correlation. So all you people see paralysis, because they say little people or people are in the room with them sometimes. And even like that one guy who's talking about the little dude who would visit him and just wave.
Yeah.
Freaky. And then there has been some, like even in that The Nightmare, go look it up. It's on Netflix. It's a documentary / type movie type thing. There were some reports where the guy said that these aliens, that the eyes were like big. Mm-hmm. And there were some reports where you just see darkness and just red eyes. Yeah. Aliens. Could be aliens, man. I think we got an alien infestation.
Yeah. They're here paralyzing us while we sleep.
Yeah. And it's always when you're on your back.
Apparently, our dreams.
Apparently it's like when you're on your back. Yeah. When you sleep on your back. Because your body goes into this state where it thinks it's awake. But it's not. And so it triggers this mechanism in your body because your body shuts down at night for rest. And so.
And you get the REM going.
Yeah. You're in a state of REM, but yet you're cognitive. You know things. Oh man, it's all messed up. I hope to never experience that because it's going to freak me the fuck out.
Yeah.
I will start crying next to my wife.
Wake me.
It's like it happens to every guy. No, just kidding. But yeah, I'm telling you about this one. Okay, and I would recommend you guys. I was putting in the show notes this podcast podcast episode / the article by this guy Phil Platt, because he came out. It was actually an episode. He talked about it on the Slate Culture podcast, and he was there on that one as a guest star. And it was in December, but he just recently. it was so weird how this all worked out.
Yeah.
On the 18th, he updated it because there were some updates to this. Whereas, let me tell you about, there's this distant planet, right, that they know, this distant sun. And so what they are monitoring right now is this wavelength, right? They can see the wavelength of it where this light is being interrupted. Mm-hmm. It's like in a pattern. It's just being interrupted. Like, like it's like you're flashing.
Yeah.
Flashing. They're thinking that.
Like it's code.
That not really code, but that there's something maybe obstructing it, something huge, or maybe their theories that maybe they're if it was an alien sense that they built something to help reflect light, because light becomes power, because light powers a lot of things like sunlight. The sun there, they see the sun, but they know that it just constantly is being interrupted by light, but yet. It's not. It can't be. They said it can't be a planet, because if it was a planet trying blocking the sun, it would only block like 1% of it.
Yeah, exactly. Barely anything. Like
but this blockage, when it happens, 22% of it of the light from the sun is blocked, and so they said during from 1890 to now, there was a decrease in the light, but within the 10-year period between 20 year period, 1890 and 1910, that there was a increase in light, but then it's slowly now it's starting to fade. So, but they say just the way it's being interrupted, that it can't be, it's not a planet. It's not a meteor. It's not like
it definitely can't. That'd be.
It's not like small meteors or anything like a cluster. They said it's not that either, because the light would still shine through it.
Yeah.
It can't be that big. So they're saying this weird pattern, and think about wavelengths. If you go back to the movie Contact, that's how they were doing it. They were sending signals as far as wavelengths and patterns.
We just got that message. That's what's
right? Yeah, through here. They were talking to us. They say, hey, you need to talk about this. Wake people up. Yeah. Tell them that we're here.
Wake up, sheeple.
Water. Okay, no, I don't want to say water.
Give water to...
Yeah,
those guys.
But if you seriously, and so now there's one guy
swing for the fence.
And so they've been trying to debunk, they would present a theory, and each time they would debunk it. They came up with the planet, the asteroids, and so now they were thinking maybe because his whole thing was okay, what if they were using maybe something is using this as a power source, because your sun is your power source. It's our source of power. Maybe it's theirs. So they're thinking, what if you're having solar panels, and that's how you get most of your energy, and that's how they power everything? That they could be harnessing that energy from the sun some way by building these mega structures. And so that's why slowly over time it's dimming. So think about the Death Star, and think about it growing. What if they just kept building on it? It would just become this massive mega structure out in space. And so therefore, and if they were using the sun as a source of energy, it would block it. And so, I don't know. But it's a cool article. I will put that out in the show notes. But yeah, it's a cool thing to follow. I'm glad that I'm following this good dude. It's by Phil Platt. It's PLAIT. He's a Slate writer, for astronomy. He is an astronomy guru or something, because he writes all about space. So go check that out, because it's a pretty good one. So when do you think, if anything, we should try to make contact? Let's say this thing becomes start sending signals to us, or we see that it's something out there. Should we make contact with it?
That's the $1 million question.
Should we? Exactly. What if we know?
What if they just want to make us the butt slaves?
Yeah, if we know, should we? Because what if you alert them to your presence, but right now they're just squirrels, and then you alert them, and it's oh, what? Huh? What?
They use basic weapons.
Yeah,
we can.
They see what we do. They see Friends on the telly, TBS, and they're oh no, Joey.
What is this fucking? That's like a reference to what's it called, like Futurama with the Omicrons. They watched what's it called? Yeah, they watched old like Friends reruns. Well, no, because they're 1,000 light years away.
Yeah.
So they would get that wavelength 1,000 years later.
Yeah,
so they would
yeah.
They were getting the 2000s like TVs shows.
Now you just segue into another topic, another question I was thinking. But yet, this kind of goes on with that question. It's just that, should we contact them? And there's this another podcast I'll tell you. It's called The Message, and it's basically kind of like it's a scripted drama, and it's basically about how they were we sent out a message, and then a message came back to us, and anyone who listened to it. It does something biologically within our system, which triggers something in our bodies to cause like asphyxiation and just cause your body system, parts of your system to shut down because it sends a signal to your brain, and your brain tells your brain to do this, and it shuts down your system. And we didn't know what it was. And go listen to that podcast. It's pretty damn dope. So that was another alien thing. It's all
That
related.
sounds like a ripoff of that one.
Which one?
Stephen King thing, except they got smarter.
The Cell?
Not The Cell, no.
That's a
It
good
was a
novel,
TV
though,
one.
I'm just saying.
They made a TV miniseries. Like they discover a spaceship or something, like something random, and like all the people in the town start getting smarter and shit.
Wait, what was that?
It's not Tommy. Is it Tommy Knockers? I think it's Tommy Knockers.
I think you might be. I think you're right.
Yeah, it's Tommy Knockers.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Oh, I have not read that one.
It's a good one.
Yeah, is it?
TV
Okay.
miniseries is all right.
Yeah. I didn't like what they did with Under the Dome.
Yeah.
That book is fantastic.
I still have to read that.
I think they just because like when I saw like second season, I'm like, oh, okay, they're gonna go way out. They're gonna extend this. They're gonna stretch this out for as long as they can until people stop watching it. But I heard it was
got
a
the
decent
Simpsons movie. For
I heard it was a
Dome.
decent show, right? That's what it basically was. And Simpson was Under the Dome, but before Under the Dome novel was published.
Simpson said it.
But so we think that should we make contact?
I don't think we should.
Do you think we'll make contact soon?
I don't think anytime
You
soon.
don't think we'll?
I think maybe in the next century, maybe.
Yes, yeah. Some guy said like we're trying because they asked this scientist, and he was like, it's all relative. It's like what's different now from 2016 than like 2012, 2010, and upcoming 2017. We're thinking about you're thinking about decades here before maybe if there's anything that you come in contact with an alien being. Maybe. Because it's all, because he was thinking about, because a lot of them are thinking about this because once that came out, there's that theory that maybe they're already dead.
Yeah.
Maybe they already had their cycle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So maybe they're dead and now maybe we're the alien species that's due to become extinct one day, hundreds of years down the line. And then theirs will be in the stage of actually coming to again because it's all about the hydrogen, helium from the sun, and all these things that we create to create micro. You just need to climb it just right, you know. And just like as you said a few times before, as you mentioned, it's like planets are in a constant state of change.
Yep.
So you never know. That biological system could just totally be but yet it takes hundreds of years.
It takes more. It takes millions.
Yeah, it took us like how many years? Or hundreds, millions of years. It's like, I think, right?
We're like a couple billion.
So it's like
a lot of years.
Huh. So we got to think about that. Just think about that, people. Think about how much it would take without creationism coming into question. Yeah. How much it would take to form a planet, to form life on a planet. And it's possible within this galaxy, actually, there are other planets that can sustain life.
Yeah, I mean, there could be something with a primordial ooze right now.
Yeah.
That's, barely, getting bacteria up and ready, going there, Yeah.
But we just don't see it.
Yeah.
Because we can't spend our days out in space, which was kind of cool. I wish we had that. Why don't we have that?
Because space is scary. Because no one can hear you scream.
I know. But I'm just saying. You would think that we would have vessels out there. But yeah, if you think about like the movie, Martian.
Yeah.
Think about like Interstellar. It's like you go out there, you got like 1 week or something is like a fucking year, or like, you know, as far as the light years equation goes. Because what is it? They were on a year journey back in The Martian, right?
Something like that. It was like a year and like a half or something.
Yeah. But they were only... let's wait for this freaking
Garbage.
dump truck. Garbage truck to pass.
Boom, 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 boom.
But yeah, it's just... It still amazes me though, man. But if you look up... I don't know, for me, if just looking up at the sky just makes me wonder, like, wow. Okay. But, hey, we're going to get to some food for thought right here, man. Now it's time for... I think that we're good with the podcast, with the what was it? What was the other one's called? What was that? We got the movie dish of the week.
You got movie dish, you got...
What's the thing I put in the middle?
The dick.
Okay.
Malcolm. In the middle.
Well, you know, whatever. So now we're going on to the food for thought, people, okay? So now, you want to go...
Appetizer?
You want to go with the xenomorph?
Yeah, let's go with the
Start it
xenomorph,
off.
You know? So, in the movie Aliens, the second one, we have a scene with Bill Paxton, like all the Marines.
Wait, do me a favor. Look it up right now.
Yeah, let's look it up real quick. I got it.
Let's perform it.
Right, let's perform it. Yeah.
Let's read it all.
Sigourney Weaver's Ripley stands in front of the squad of 10 cocky poised space Marines. They laugh and joke, oozing bravado and testosterone, even the woman. As the shave-tailed lieutenant lays
you
out
find
the
it?
situation. Wider angle. As
Okay, you want to read that? You want to narrate? Well, who are you?
I'll be
Gorman?
Yeah, I'll be Gorman.
Okay, I'll be Hudson. And who's Wojciechowski? Do a name for Wojciechowski.
What? Who?
The Wierzbowski.
Wierzbowski.
Oh, can I be Hicks?
Oh, you can.
You gonna be Hicks? Or I'll
be Hicks.
I can be Wierzbowski.
If I can be Ripley, can I be Ripley?
Okay, you can be
Okay,
Ripley.
I'll be Ripley. All right.
Wait, so who am I again?
Okay,
Hudson?
you're Hudson and Hicks and is that it? We'll just read off on off.
Okay, you want to do it? Okay.
Yeah, let's do that. All right. Should we start off with the
Do a narrator voice.
All right.
Set it up. Set the scene.
Wider. Let me get a drink of water first.
All right.
I'm a little parched. Wider angle as the troops snap to from lounging among the wrecks of high-tech weaponry. Gorman enters with Burke and Ripley. Gorman says, "At ease. I'm sorry we didn't have time to brief before we left Gateway, but..."
Sir?
"Yes, Hicks?"
Hudson, sir. He's Hicks.
"What's the question?"
Is this going to be another standoff fight, sir? On another bug hunt?
Wait, I want to do Yosemite Sam. Hold up.
All we know is that there is still no contact with the colony and that a xenomorph may be involved.
A what? It's a bug hunt. So what are these things?
Gorman nods to Ripley, who stands before the troops. She sets some recording diskettes on the table. Ripley, I've dictated what I know on these.
Tease us a bit.
Yeah, previews. Okay, it's important to understand this organism's life cycle. It's actually two creatures. The first form hatches from a spore, a sort of large egg, and attaches itself to its victim. Then it injects an embryo, detaches and dies. It's essentially a walking sex organ.
Sounds like you, Hicks.
That's a great line. I like that one.
And scene. That was a good way to
Sounds like you, Hicks. Oh, goddamn, I closed the fucking link to the fucking... fucking get that shit. Well, you know what? If I'm ever lonely, I can just
But okay.
read that script since it's downloaded on my fucking phone now.
So now go ahead and explain the whole xenomorph conspiracy or debate.
The word itself is a Greek construct. It combines the prefix xeno, meaning foreign or strange, with the suffix morph, which means a shape or form with the prefix's supplied attributes. The word xenomorph in this context is a generic term for any strange or foreign form, any alien life form. What Gorman is saying isn't there's a specific type of creature called xenomorphs down there. Instead, he's saying there are non-human life forms down there.
So the debate was that they knew ahead of time, or that they've had interactions with this alien xenomorph before, because when he references it in that previous, Hicks does, about the xenomorph, when he references it, he says it nonchalantly, like, "Oh, is this going to be another bug hunt, or are we going after the xenomorph?"
Yeah. Are we doing a stand-up battle or a xenomorph or a bug hunt?
Yeah, or a bug.
But a bug hunt refers to like a snape hunt of like a useless mission kind of thing.
Yeah. Or are they going against the xenomorph? So it implies that they had previous knowledge or previous interactions with this alien being.
But they obviously didn't because, in the movie, that's why Ripley's there, because she knows of the aliens, of this.
But if that's the case, then why the debate? Because
you think xenomorph sounds like a really cool name for an alien. Mm-hmm. But you
just read off the description. It's basically that's what it is.
Yeah. But the thing, it's just another name for an alien, I think.
So you don't think they had previous, because they were pretty knowledgeable with They knew what they were getting into.
Like they kind of did, yeah.
Yeah. They were prepared.
Yeah.
Like Hicks and what's his name with that girl? What's her name?
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez, yeah. They knew they were strapped.
A Mexican, a Jewish woman playing a Mexican.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, she was a Jewish woman.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, she was rather dark skinned.
Yeah, they tanned her.
Oh, did they?
Oh. Yeah, they did.
See, I could see Michelle Rodriguez in that part.
Yeah, I can see that.
Pretty dope, right?
That's such a sterotypical role for her nowadays, though.
It really is, huh?
It's so stereotypical.
Like Hispanic tough gal.
Yep. God, better call Rodriguez.
But I can see it in that context. I can see that they knew what they were getting into.
Did they?
They knew who they were going up against. So I would be in the camp of they knew.
That's what they call, that's the actual name of the alien.
Yeah, the xenomorph,
and I want to believe that's what they're called because that's such a cool fucking name,
Because I think they've probably been around space and they've done different things. Because even just that reference to
they're Space Marines, they've been doing shit,
bug hunt. Think about
fucking Starship Troopers.
Yeah, or one of these go to distant planets, you encounter things. You encounter their life forms, or like that movie and Star Trek or any other thing. You have these freaking little creatures. Usually they're bugs, and they're think about it, the bugs. And
if they had fought them before, they probably wouldn't have died so fast, though.
You don't think?
No, they would have been good.
Well, no, I just think that this one was just badass, though.
No,
she was awesome.
Who?
The alien.
The aliens.
Aliens. Oh, there was a lot of them. That's true.
A lot.
Maybe they were learned. Maybe they're biologically connected. Whereas, okay, you fought us here, but it passes along in our genes.
They're
knowledge of your tactics. Maybe they're telepathic.
Technically,
cognitive thinking.
They're what's it called? They're like ants.
Ooh,
there's the queen.
Yeah, that's
the
true.
Queen one. I've read so many aliens comics. I've loved the movies.
In the first one, was that a queen?
That was not a queen.
That was, not a queen. That was a
giant.
Yeah.
You've seen Alien vs Predator.
Yeah,
that's the queen.
That's
that
the queen.
Big ass fucking.
We didn't have a queen in Aliens.
No, not.
But they didn't have all the babies.
There was. Remember the end where she fights the queen?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, that was such a badass scene.
Oh my goodness, dude! That movie. I need to go get that Blu-ray.
I've got the battle suit, or not the loader.
The exosuit?
Yeah, the exosuit fighting a bunch of aliens. I have that as a little statue, actually. Because it came with Alien Colonial Marines.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, that's the only reason I bought that crappy-ass game.
Nice. What's that system?
That's 360.
Oh, 360?
Yeah.
So did that come before this last Scary? Did you ever play the last one?
Which one? The Isolation? That came before it. I still haven't gotten to it. I did buy it, though. I bought it for $5 for everything. The whole... Really? Season pass and everything. I was fuck yeah, $5.
Oh wow, jeez, yeah.
Yeah, but I still haven't picked up and played it yet.
You haven't played it?
No.
Because that was the terrifying one.
Oh yeah,
right?
I've heard nothing but scary shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It takes a minute to save and shit.
Yeah, but
you
no
have to,
one
watch your back.
No one freaking ever reported back to us or told me they played it.
Yeah.
I know Adam didn't, or Jeff did. Wait, Jeff did. Yeah, Jeff did. He was like, damn, it's tough. Because he's I had to turn it off because he was rage quitting because he couldn't beat it. That thing was just so freaking awesome.
Too tough.
And plus scaring the hell out of him.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think, yeah. In my opinion, I want to know what you guys think. If anybody out there want to comment, like, what do you think? Like, read that comment. Go, or we'll put it in the show notes and see what you think. You know, discuss it amongst yourselves, or just watch the movie and then discuss it amongst yourselves, because I think they have some previous knowledge of this creature.
I gotta rewatch the movie and see if they did.
Yeah.
But honestly, they went in I could have sworn they went in not knowing anything about the xenomorphs. Like,
Maybe.
goddamn, I'm calling them xenomorphs. They're xenomorphs, damn. I can't get away from it. That's such an awesome name,
Right?
you know. And it fits them well, you know, because they really do adapt to their situation.
Yeah, they do.
Like,
yeah.
In one of the comics, there was literally a war between the two species of xenomorphs on the planet.
Wow.
A red xenomorphs and black xenomorphs.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like fire ants and
Like fire
black
ants, and
you know, it's just like that. It's a really cool comic.
Interesting.
And it ended with an alien hugging a saxophone.
But there's no talking or anything.
No, it's like they go to the planet because they were like, it's their off season. You know, they shouldn't be awake. You know, it's their hibernation season.
Hibernation.
And they were gonna like, I can't remember if they were gonna mine or something. It's been a while since I've read it. It's in the Aliens Omnibus Volume 2. It's in that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I recommend Volume 2 versus Volume 1. Volume 1 kind of felt meh, but it was a good continuation of like Aliens.
Yeah.
Like it continued off with like the little girl and her growing up and shit.
Oh, neat.
And like the first few stories were really good, but like kept going and it was like, eh.
Yeah, they just had to peter out.
Yeah.
Lose
She wasn't very interesting after a while.
No.
Because they kept on getting different writers and they just how they wrote her was too different from each time. You know?
Okay, I got you.
There was no
that kind of sucks. No continuity.
There's no continuity
And
to
no
it.
growth.
It felt weak, you know?
Yeah. Because if you grow with the character as your writer, then she grows with you.
Yeah.
And, you know, you get a little bit better characterizations from her, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. So my next one would be, are we prepared for like an alien encounter? And how much do you think sci-fi movies has prepared us for an encounter or
Everybody
a
gets a sick ward.
visitation?
Someone with AIDS, go fuck them.
Because it's kind of like, I know, right? What if you think about it? Just disease and stuff. Didn't they do that in the movie where we
War of the
kind of...
Worlds.
Huh?
It was War of the Worlds where we got them sick and they died.
Oh, and they just died?
Yep.
See? So, hence that. Next episode, it's going to be War of the Worlds. Next episode, we're going to continue our alien saga.
More aliens.
Huh?
More aliens.
More aliens. And it's going to be... You say aliens?
Yeah, aliens.
Okay, I just said it. I'm like, hopefully he was meaning to do that because I just mimicked it.
Aliens.
So we're going to do that one. And we're going to go into War of the Worlds.
Yeah.
We're going to know about the invasions. But I saw this question, like, they're talking about like sci-fi movies. And so I was thinking about sci-fi movies and as far as like zombies are, you know, you have the Zombie Guide, where was the one he wrote before that, the guide to killing zombie or something.
The Zombie Survival Guide.
Yeah, that you bought, yeah.
Yeah, I have it, yeah.
Yeah, that. And so, and like, do you think any of these sci-fi movies that we watch will help prepare us for an eventual
If it's
encounter?
Alien, if it's anything like Alien or Predator, we're fucked.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, we're screwed that because I'll just like put bullets to the head because I'm not letting that thing chase
Fuck
me.
that shit.
He's too fast.
Yeah. Fuck the xenomorph.
Oh, no, Predator, though, that'd be kind of interesting.
Man, he'd hunt you.
I would hunt him.
No, he'd
No, we flipped the script.
he'd
I'm
think-
Danny Glover, bitch.
You're fucking...
I'm Danny Glover.
You're Topher Grace in Predators.
At this point, I would be Adrian Brody because he was badass in
He was
Predators.
really badass
right?
in that movie.
He was badass.
Like, holy shit, that guy was a badass.
Right? You would never thought.
Right?
I thought Robert
Fucking
Rodriguez.
pianist over here.
Like, didn't Robert Rodriguez
He directed.
Like,
Yeah, he did.
You would never think, like, the pianist, like, you're gonna die. You should not ever go against the freaking alien. But he did.
Yeah.
And he conquered.
He conquered it.
Sorry.
But then he got stuck on the planet.
Yeah, it's kind
No
of
spoilers. Of a movie from 2011.
Yeah, half of y'all probably didn't watch it anyway, so.
It's a fucking amazing movie. Everyone
It's pretty
should go
good,
watch
though.
It's a great
It
sequel
is
to
pretty
the Predator
darn good.
films. You know?
'Cause-
It's a worthy successor. Extremely worthy.
Because I was like, wait, did I like this movie? I liked this movie. I was
fucking amazing. Lawrence Fishburne was amazing. Everyone did a fucking amazing job.
Even Topher.
Oh yeah, he was
always
great.
Played that cowardly lion, right?
Yeah,
wasn't he like cowardly? He was a scientist, right?
He was a doctor.
Yeah, doctor. Yeah.
And all he had was
he's a
fucking,
prick.
What's it called? All he had was the blade,
Scapula?
the surgical. Yeah, the scalpel.
Yeah, the scalpel. Yeah. So, okay, you guys. I think we went on a little too long for this one, but it was fun.
It's a good conversation.
Hey, if you guys want to comment on this episode, or if you want to see some of the show notes and see an alien shaking Hitler's hand with a top hat, a trilby. Go to talkingwithburritos.com/TWB27. I'll just put the numbers on the end of them now. 27. Trying to make it easy for the people. Go there, or if you want to comment, if you listen to the episode, you can comment at Talking with Burritos on Facebook, or at Talking Burritos on Twitter. Or if you guys have an Android and you want to subscribe to the podcast, if you just go to the website, talkingwithburritos.com, you go there, there's a little link right there on the side, a little Android character. Boom, it's going to take you to a website where it has all these different apps that you can download the podcast from. It's very simple, very easy. You go there. It's specifically for Talking with Burritos. You go there and it'll direct you right to it where you can download an app like Podcast Addict, Podcast Alley or something. And then boom.
But Jerry,
it'll show up in our feed.
But Jerry, what if I'm a virgin who only has an iPod?
If you only have an iPod, all you have to do is, little youngster, go to iTunes, type in Talking with Burritos podcast, or just Talking with Burritos. That's the only damn thing it is. It will show up for you, little man. And then you hit that little subscribe button right underneath the little logo on the left. Boom, subscribe. And then next thing you know, you're getting all the episodes. And you can even download the past episodes if you want to. You can go to episode 1. All right?
The Phantom Menace.
All right, little youngin? Yeah. Not that one.
Yay, I can go jerk off into my trilby now.
That's not cool.
And then put it on the alien.
But hey,
so it gets stuck to his head.
I'm not that person, and that's Chris said that. So, but anyway, I'm Jerry JJ Wayne Graham.
I'm Christopher the Rupel,
and that's a wrap, but not a burrito.
That's a wrap, not a trilby.
No. Or alien shaking Hitler's hand.
Saying, "Milady."
Milady. Milady. I'm going to have to go into Photoshop on this one. It's going to be pitiful, but I'll do it.
It'll be funny. Just don't even do a good job about it.
I really
just do like the cheapest one.
Yeah, I'll probably just do alien. I don't want like Hitler, though, because that would be funny. But I don't care. Anyone going to get offended by it.
Shake hands with Stalin.
Okay, here it is. Fuck Hitler. That's how I'll put that at the end. So just in case you don't think I'm glorifying Hitler. But he's shaking a hand of an alien, so it's kind of weird.
It's kind of funny.
It's like a comedy bit. Sweet. Hold on, now I got to prepare next week's episode. That was going to be easy. War of the fucking Worlds, man. Let's just do Invasions, do War of the Worlds, the movie, probably. Yeah. Then we can go into it. I just want to listen to the audio.
Yeah.
Do that. And then you can bring in like some Independence Day and some other shit. Wasn't Cancun an invasion of sorts?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Body Snatchers. The old joints.
Yeah.
Didn't they have a Twilight Zone?
There was one, it was like the invasion of something street, where they thought they were being invaded, but they weren't, and like that was a really good twist episode.
That was a good one. We should watch.
That's a really good one. Yeah,
that'd be a good one to talk about.
It's something on something street.
We could probably look it up. So that'd be kind of, and it's in Netflix, right?
Yeah, it's on Netflix. It's on that.
That'd be cool.
It's on the flicks.
On the flicks. That's what we calling it now.
The Netty flicks.
The slang.
The fricks. What the fricks, son?
Oh. That's weird.
Avengers. That's an alien invasion movie.
Oh, those fucking Transformers.
Transmorphers.
I thought you were gonna go off. No. You have to be too tired to go off on it.
Too tired. I'm like,
He's like,
I'm probably gonna put in my laundry and then take a
I
nap.
will let that roll off right now. Get you next time.
Yeah,
I'll
I
write
guess-
this in my book.
I got
Date. Jerry mentioned Transformers again. Move his ass. I hate that movie.
I had to bite my tongue because yesterday someone was like,
Uh-oh.
"It's 13 hours. It's directed by Michael Bay. It ought to be good." And I was just like,